Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Rajkumar, Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, GM Institute of Technology, Davangere.
My name is Mallikarjun Bidri, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, GMIT Institute of Technology, Davangere. Now we are going to discuss how to use flipped classroom as a collaborative learning method in teaching learning process.
Now, first let me discuss what do you mean by flipped classroom activity and the implementation of flipped classroom for the effective teaching learning process. So it is a type of innovative and collaborative learning method in which information transmission and assimilation techniques are used simultaneously to enhance the knowledge and skills of learners. It may be a teacher or it may be a student. So now mainly there are two types of the using flipped classroom activity in a class. First one is normally is a traditional classroom activity which every day most of the faculty they does by the using blackboard teaching methodology. And second one is the modern teaching method where we are using some of the ICT based learning process which uses some of the online courses, videos, podcasts, etc. So this is one area wherein which you will learn more about the flipped classroom activities. Now the information transmission how will be done as per the flipped classroom activity. Now this is during class hours, a lecturer will give a talk on a topic which uses some of the things like the blackboard activity, some of the quizzes and the other traditional activities which specifically tells information just your transmission to the students related to the topic. Now how you are assimilating this information with regard to the topic, it is out of the classroom. So this is one of the instructor gives a set of numericals or assignments to the students which he does in a class, he does in a house, then he will come back to the class hours in the next day so that he will be corrected with the faculty, concerned faculty. This is called the information which we are sharing related to the traditional way of classroom activities. Now the learning objectives of this particular video is that after watching this video, you will be able to learn about the various technological, pedagogical and current content knowledge which normally brief in terms of TPAC. That is you require to create out of classroom activity under flipped classroom. This is beyond the regular or routine or conventional classroom activities. Now, which are all the methods that uses flipped classroom activity? First one which uses the in-class activity and outside class activity. Now things to be done in classroom activity. Now faculty should discuss or define course topics which has to be delivered to the students in the particular or stipulated hour, which consists of key concepts involved, inclusions, coverage and learning hours which will be stipulatedly specified and disseminated to the students within a stipulated time bound hour. Then which also involves learning objectives and learning outcomes. The objectives before the session, outcome after the session, which also uses some of the ICT based learning methodology like learning extension using LXT methods, which find some videos, website links to enhance the knowledge of the students as well as to the faculty. It can also be done by using learning by doing activities. Say for example, giving assignments and solving some of the numericals. It may be individual or group in classroom activities which has to be conducted in a stipulated time. Now which is inside classroom activity. What are the things which will be studied after or outside the classroom activities which a student has to be do related to the topic in outside classroom. So it is creation of assignments that elicit the higher cognitive skills which may give practical applications to the concepts which the faculty gives in a classroom. For example, modeling of a specific device that involves higher cognitive skills as per the Bloom's taxonomy which uses analyze, evaluate and create. Now which are all the pedagogical requirements that needs a flipped classroom activity? First one, teaching learning techniques which involves the out of class activities to disseminate information, so spread new ideas to a lot of people by means of modern technology. That means you can also use in kind of NPTEL or ICT based activities. In class activities, to practice activity learning uses the traditional method like Blackboard uses discussion, problem solving with the faculty or with the students in a single or in a group way. Then how we are evaluating this flipped classroom activity? It is reaction of learners in both the sides and the applications what he has learned and how we are creating with the help of the activities which been conducted inside and outside the classroom as an outcome which clarifies the doubts in classroom, answering the questions. That means a topic is discussed in a class in a one day, same activity will be given to the students, which will be the next day. Students will do some activities, they will come back to the sessions, discuss with the faculties, clarifying that this is what the evaluation objective. And the evaluation techniques might be feedback from the students, surveys, assignments, MCQs, and evaluating the IA books, etc. And what are the technologies requirements to do these flipped classroom activities? This is based on the contents which the pedagogy which will be adopted for a suitable topic, and some of the internet soft copies, online learning with management systems uses Moodle, Gnomia, Google Classroom, etc. And the YouTube as a mass dissemination which spreads the information like a rapid way. And we make the video sessions using some of the softwares like Screencast-O-Matic, Castmasia, Cam Studio, Wing, Canvas, etc. And video editing tools can be done by Video Movie Maker, etc. Now in a traditional class, information transmission which happens in a class, whereas in a simulation class, it will be happening in the outside the class. But as per the flipped classroom activity principle, this should happen in an opposite way. That means to say, information transmission should happen outside the classroom, referring to the previous day topic which the faculty discusses by referring some websites, videos and PPTs and all these things. And assimilation which happens inside the classroom. After referring all these things in the previous day, the next day student should come and assimilate inside the classroom by discussing with the faculty or with the students in a mass. So this is what exactly information transmission happens in online courses outside the class, and this is one the assimilation by means of the solving assignment problems inside the classroom individually or in a group way, what I showed just now. Then how it will be connected with the TPS, something it's like think, pair, share activity, which should happen at least a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes, right? So it is TPS is one of the method of flipped classroom activity which prepare excellent video on your topic which you wanted to do something and ask your students to watch it before coming to the class. So give some assignment, something is like, what is think? So what you will do in the classroom which happen as per the think? That means write down the individual answers, specific about what will happen during the activity for about 2 minutes, which should happen inside the classroom. Then pair, how will do problem solving. This is what exactly which happens in the think. Then pairing is examine your neighbor's answers. 2 minutes think about yourself, then pair, examine your neighbor's answer, will be higher cognitive levels as per your Bloom's taxonomy, like apply, analyze, repeat. Then I will verify steps followed in numerical problem by concerning with your neighbor students. That is what exactly in pair. In the share, check your answers with your student friends in a group, in a mass. That means this TPS should happen inside a classroom as per the flipped classroom activity, which should happen at the level of the highest level of the Bloom's taxonomy. That is what exactly the creative level. As an example of design and development of new product or modeling, which will be given as an example for this activity. So now, reflections part. This should happen for a faculty. That means a faculty should do these activities to ensure the knowledge about the topic which you wanted to spell out in the classroom, and asking questions on the topic. You should prepare some of the questions related to the topic, and you should prepare some quiz questions. This should happen inside the classroom. Then take 5 minutes and think as a teacher, which technology or pedagogical initiatives is useful to teach my course in a related to the topic and related to the classroom. That has to be planned properly by the faculty before going to deliver this to the individual students. So this is what exactly the do's and some of the do's and don'ts which should happen in the classroom activities. So make video with the one concept. Don't involve too many concepts. Clear and easy to understand by using learning dialogues. Time duration maximum of 10 minutes. and it should have a small assignment. Never use this kind of a too many concepts in a one shot. Too much animations, unwanted pictures, lengthy words, all these things which create some kind of a nuisance, and lengthy videos which nobody will prepare. So this is what exactly should happen. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you one and all.